Imagine turning on your TV in 1989 and seeing a man whose face is hidden in the shadows. No name, no proof, just a shocking claim. Says the United States government is secretly studying alien spacecraft. Not one, not two, 9 different extraterrestrial vehicles, and according to him, he worked there. His name was Bob Lazar. More than 35 years later, people still can't decide whether he was a whistleblower, one of the greatest frauds in modern history. But Lazar's story is only the beginning. Because once you start looking into alien theories, things get very strange. Bob Lazar claimed that he worked at a secret facility called S4, located near the famous Area 51. According to Lazar, the facility contained several alien spacecraft that were being reverse engineered by American scientists. One craft supposedly looked like a smooth flying saucer. Inside were tiny seats, far too small for normal humans. Lazar believed the craft wasn't built on Earth, but his most controversial claim involved an element called Element 115 in 1989. This element had never been created or officially discovered. Lazar claimed that alien technology used a stable version of Element 115 as a fuel source. According to him, it generated gravity waves that allowed the spacecraft to bend space itself. Instead of moving through space, the craft would pull space toward itself. No wings, no engines, no visible propulsion, just gravity. Years later, scientists would officially create Element 115, now known as Moscovium. However, the version created in laboratories is highly unstable and behaves nothing like Lazar described. Was he lying, or did he know something nobody else did? To this day, nobody knows. Before we go deeper, let's ask a simple question. Do aliens even exist? Many scientists believe the answer is probably yes. The universe is unimaginably large. There are billions of galaxies. Each galaxy contains billions of stars, and many of those stars have planets. Statistically, it would be strange if Earth were the only place where life developed. But there's a catch. Even if intelligent aliens exist, they may be so far away that they don't know we exist, because light takes time to travel. When you look at distant stars, you're seeing them as they were years, centuries, or even millions of years ago. An alien civilization observing Earth from far enough away might not see humans at all. They might still be watching dinosaurs. One of the most fascinating ideas is called the zoo hypothesis. The theory is simple. Aliens know we're here. They're watching us, but they deliberately avoid contact. Why? Because we're being observed the same way humans observe animals in a zoo? Imagine you're studying a rare species. You wouldn't walk into its habitat and completely change its development. You'd watch from a distance. According to this theory, advanced civilizations are allowing humanity to evolve naturally without interference. Others suggest they avoid us because we're still too aggressive. After all, humans can't even agree with other humans. Why would aliens want to introduce themselves? It's a disturbing thought. Maybe we're not alone. We're simply being watched. Now we enter the world of ancient alien theories. One of the most famous involves the Anunnaki. According to certain interpretations of ancient Mesopotamian texts, the Anunnaki were beings who came from the sky. Some people believe they were extraterrestrials. The theory claims they arrived on Earth thousands of years ago, searching for gold. Why gold? Because they supposedly needed it to repair their planet's atmosphere. But mining gold is difficult, so according to the story, they created humans as workers. The theory suggests that early humans were genetically modified, that some alien DNA was mixed with primitive human ancestors. This believer's claim explains why human intelligence developed so rapidly compared to earlier species. Mainstream science rejects these claims completely. There is no evidence that aliens engineered humanity, but the theory remains popular because it combines ancient mythology, lost history, and one of humanity's biggest mysteries. Where did consciousness really come from? For decades, alien stories mostly came from conspiracy theorists. Then something unusual happened. In 2023, former U.S. intelligence officer David Grusch testified before Congress. Grusch claimed that he had interviewed dozens of people involved in secret government programs. According to those sources, the United States had recovered craft of non-human origin. He also claimed that biological material had been recovered from some of these incidents. Perhaps most importantly, Grusch argued that information was being hidden from elected officials and the public. He presented no physical evidence to the public, but because his testimony occurred under oath, it attracted enormous attention worldwide. For some people, it was proof. For others, it was simply another extraordinary claim without extraordinary evidence. No discussion about aliens would be complete without the most famous alien abduction story ever told. In 1961, Betty and Barney Hill were driving home from a trip through New Hampshire. During the drive, Betty noticed a strange object moving through the sky. The couple stopped and observed it. Barney later claimed he saw figures looking back at him through the craft. Frightened, they drove away. When they finally arrived home, something felt wrong. Ours were missing from their memory. Neither could explain where the time had gone. For years, they suffered from nightmares and anxiety. Eventually, they underwent hypnosis. Under hypnosis, both described being taken aboard a strange craft and examined by non-human beings. Their story became one of the most famous UFO cases in history. Skeptics believe the memories were created by suggestion and stress. Believers argue the similarities in their accounts are too difficult to ignore. Even today, nobody agrees on what really happened that night. So what's the truth? Maybe Bob Lazar invented everything. Maybe the Hills experienced a psychological phenomenon. Maybe David Grusch was misled. Or maybe, just maybe, humanity knows less about the universe than we'd like to admit. The truth is that we still don't know whether intelligent alien life has ever visited Earth. And we don't know if strange lights in the sky are advanced technology, natural phenomena, or something else entirely. What we do know is this: the universe is far bigger than our imagination. And every year, we discover something that once seemed impossible. So maybe the real question isn't, do aliens exist? Maybe the real question is, if they do, are we ready to meet them?